Yo, what is good, YouTube? I just recorded half the video and I didn't even peep I wasn't recording. Right? It's a late night upload. Yeah, I didn't even realize I wasn't recording, but so now this is the intro. I didn't upload yesterday. Y'all are gonna be getting this on Wednesday. I didn't upload yesterday because I didn't take any trades yesterday. If y'all saw yesterday's price action, it was abysmal, and I think it was the worst day easily in like 2.5 months. Right? 1 second. I just had to go put a shirt on real quick. But yeah, yesterday we didn't trade. Today we did though, so we are coming to y'all with a late night trade. Let's transition. I went top right because I like showing y'all boys the date. Yo, what is good, YouTube? Today is August 19. It is currently 1:30 in the morning. We did take a Asia play. I will be showing it to y'all right now. So as y'all remember, I just said Tuesday's price action was abysmal, right? So due to that, I expected Asia to have a excellent move. I expected Asia to have an excellent move, right? I'm gonna briefly talk about Tuesday's price action before we get into Asia, so that we can understand why I was expecting Asia to make a move. But if we look at our POIs for today, we have this New York AMLO, we have this 4-hour gap. I think we are within a daily. We have some lows within the daily that we swept out. We have these two lows within the daily, so we have draws lower essentially. Overall market has been showing us that we are bearish, right? We have fell over. Market, tighten up, bro. I need a new mouse. I need a new mouse. My clicker doesn't work, but we have fallen over 1,000 points, right? We have fallen over 1,000 points, so I'm just looking for shorts. I'm gonna follow the trend of the market. Let's go down to the hourly, see if we have any gaps. We don't have any gaps in the hourly, but we do have this 30-minute, and this is our first and our only high time PD array for the day. This 30-minute bearish gap right here. So if I want to see shorts, the condition is the 30-minute bearish gap to get hit, and then I just had to make sure I was recording because I don't want to record it for a second time and not. But anyways, if we want to see shorts, we need to see the 30-minute get hit and then take shorts from there. If I go to what's today? What was yesterday? Tuesday. Where's Tuesday at? 8:30. 8:30. So if we just look at this open right here, we did have a few plays within market, but overall we were just overall choppy. Didn't really displace to any direction. Not a good PA day. Really bad. We were in a 200-point range all day, 250-point range all day. Not the type of move that is gonna, or not the type of market that's gonna give you a good move, I should say. But now we come into Asia, where it's like, once again, we are bearish, and I'm gonna be looking for shorts. So we want to see the 30-minute get tagged into. We see it get tagged into, and right here, look at what happened. Right here, what happened? I had an alert set, and for some reason TradingView did not alert me, and I was so tight. I was so tight, bro, because why didn't TradingView alert me? I was on a game and I was waiting for this for price to rebalance into the 30-minute, and I didn't see the alert go off, so, and I was just pissed off because I was like, dang, I missed the move, right? And so I was over here, I was praying, I was like, God, please send it back up, let it fail. And what did he do? He sent price back up. And right here, we see that we did displace, but since we didn't sweep the high, I was kind of worried that this wasn't the real move. And once we put in this low and we failed to sweep out this low, I was like, okay, we have these stack lows right here. And then we put in a third stack low, and it's like, okay, if I see a a resweep of this internal high, if I see a manipulation higher, then I know I can be looking for shorts more aggressively. Why is that? Because we have now accumulated right here, right? And it's just trading 101. We have our manipulation, and then what is our distribution going to be? Our distribution is going to be to the trend of the market, which is shorts. And so we see the AMD model right here, and we are manipulating into a high time frame bearish PD array. So what will I be looking for? I'll be looking for shorts, and I see that we have these stack lows, which are just obviously going to be swept at some point in time. And right here, okay, I got in right away. So I got in off of that 1 minute inverse. I don't know if I had a second one marked out. Okay, I do know why. I'm gonna explain that. But we took this 1 minute inverse right here, bullish gap, and the reason I had this bullish gap marked out was because at this point in time, we can see on the 30-second that price was really holding within this gap. We can see we're chopping around in this gap, and if you want to see price flush, we don't want to see this gap hold, right? So I was looking at and waiting for this bullish gap to go inverse, which is why I had it marked out. Let's go back to the 1 minute though, and it's like we just swept these lows. But right here, even though we swept these lows, I was I actually don't even know what happened here. Let me look. Okay, I took shorts off the inverse. Okay, I was trailing my stops, and then I got back in shorts. I trailed my stops again. Okay, I went break even right here, then I trailed my stops. So I think I was up 200 on these plays. I'll show you the executions later. And then we let market do its thing a little bit. I was upset. Yeah, I got stopped out trailing my stops. I got stopped out, but we did hit my take profit, which was this line right here, which was these swing lows. So I was pretty upset about that. I randomly hopped on market later at 12:32. So I was off market for like an hour, and I just hopped on market at the perfect time. By the way, if I didn't go break even on this play, I could have easily held this for the full delivery, right? But I did end up going break even, so I did not get the full delivery, which sucks. I then randomly hopped on market, right? And I come back and I see that we have a 5 minute gap that we created. As you can see, we have this 5 minute gap right here, right? We have this 5 minute gap right there. So I just want to see price trade into it. And as you can see, we also did inverse this 5 minute gap. And to a lot of traders, that would scare them. But to me, even though we inversed it, that is not going to just sway my bias to look for longs now. I'm going to see if we truly disrespect that gap. And what do we know? And I was also looking at it on the 1 minute. This is just such a weak sweep. And what do we know? We get an instant V shape, and there's a 1 minute bullish inverse. And once again, I'm just hunting shorts. I'm just following the trend because it's just so obvious. And prior to even getting here, if I show y'all, as we can see right here, if we wanted to look for a potential reversal or pullback, we would have swept these lows. Look at how far we got to sweeping these lows without actually, we were 2 points away. We were 2 points away, and we failed to sweep out these lows. So it's like, okay, we've put in a failure swing. We're building up LR. We're generating liquidity to take out on the next sweep into a high time frame PD array, right? So once I know all of that, it's like, okay, I can just easily take shorts and be stress free about it. Now, where would my draws be? Once again, my draw is this swing low that failed to get swept out right here. I'm going break even potentially at this low. I'm looking over to the left side of the chart, and I see that we have another draw right here, right? And then we ultimately have these swing lows within the 4 hour once again. So I'll speak on that really quickly. So I did say we are bearish, right? And we can obviously see that we have fallen over 1,000 points like I mentioned, but we are trading within, okay, we are trading within the daily, we are trading into a daily gap, but honestly, it wasn't enough to scare me just due to the fact that I know that the draw is right there. we did end up sweeping out this low as well, which I had seen later. So you can be expecting a reversal after you get a sweep of these lows, but I just had such strong conviction that the draw was right there that I knew I could just continue to hold. Yeah, so we had these lows. Okay, I just marked out a big ass. Okay, we already had swept those. Okay, we had already swept those. Alright, so it's just these lows that are within this internal range right here. And from here, I know that once again, I could just stab at shorts. And we get in shorts, get a nice V shape, and we just flush to our lows. And that is the trade for today. We did end up dropping around a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I think that's it for today. Those were my 2 plays essentially. I mean, I did take a few stabs at market, but it was all essentially the same play. Let me show y'all boys P&L real quick. I thought my Tradeovate would have loaded. I guess not. 1 second, y'all. Okay, that's connected. Okay, I need to connect this one. Let's come here. Okay. That shit bright as. There we go. We are connected up, and as y'all can see, if I could drag it over, we are up 8.1K on the day. Shout out to us, man. Like, really just doing our big one right now. It's definitely, I feel like I'm reading the market at the best I've ever read it in the past few months, and you know, I just got to continue with that consistency. Let me show y'all my weekly this week. Am I tripping or there's just nothing here? Alright, flatten all. Why do I keep pressing that, bro? That's gonna piss me off. Holy. Apply. Okay, I wanted to show y'all my weekly P&L, but for some reason it's not showing up. It is what it is, but I took a dub on Monday and I took a dub today. That's pretty much it. Oh my god, it's already 2 in the morning and I gotta be up at 5. Holy, I'm fried, man. It's over. Do I go to Starbucks tomorrow and get a cappuccino? Once again, few bids, 1 win. All the bids were essentially the same idea. 100 shorts, 5 in the gap tap, count shorts to the lows within the 4 gap to the biggest POI, which is the lows I just told you about. I might look for a play in the morning, or I might not. We will see. Might sleep in. It's kind of overly late. That's pretty much it for today, though. I hope y'all boys catch a dub in the morning. I love y'all boys, man. Like, we're just grinding, man. Just grinding. Gotta stay sharp. Gotta stay poised, and stand tall in the pocket, man. Why not us?